What's good, everybody? My name is Branden Mitch, and I'm actually here to give you guys some content creators slash Instagram influencer tips. I think that's right. So before I actually go into talking about the topic of the day, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube page. That way you don't miss none of my newest videos coming out, giving you guys any Instagram tips or content creator tips I may have that I feel like I need to share with you guys. I'm pretty much just documenting my journey as I go through this content creator slash influencer space. But today I want to talk to you guys about the benefits of listening to your followers and the things you guys need to be doing when it comes to actually getting input back from your followers about what you're doing. Now, before I actually go into this, I want to say, I know when you create this Instagram or you create a profile, a lot of times you do it for you. It's like you have this aesthetic that you see that you want it to look a certain way, or there's a certain type of content that you may want to put out that you feel like this is what your audience may want to see. And I've been here in this space of creating pretty much what I wanted to create and putting it out. Now, with that being said, and me not being famous or somebody who has a bunch of followers just off the back, that necessarily doesn't work for my page as far as being a micro influencer. I'll talk a little bit more about what a micro influencer is later on, not today though. But like I said, I have to be niched down. So the only way I can really grow a substantial following, like a following that's going to be beneficial and helpful for me in the long term, is actually listening to my followers, listening to the community. Now, when brands, like I said this before in multiple videos, when brands work with you, they reach out to you because you've built up this trust factor with your community, with X amount of numbers of followers. Now, you need to understand exactly what it is your community wants from you, because like I said, when you're coming from that space of just creating stuff you want to see or stuff you want to make or create, it may not necessarily be what they want to see, and it may not necessarily get the message out that you're trying to get, as far as maybe you're trying to show them your sense of style, but all you make is videos of you walking down the street with a bunch of effects and like really high production type stuff. And you could grow from this. Like, I'm not going to say you're not going to grow from producing very dope content. Yes, you will grow, but the way to grow an engaging following that's speaking, talking, and communicating with you, you want to create this living, growing, breathing thing. Like, this is how I look at it. And you want all parts of this machine to be working. So when your followers are talking to you and they're giving you input on what they want to see, this makes it a lot easier for you to understand what you need to produce. Because like I said, you may be producing one thing, trying to say one thing, but the content that when they watch it, when they ingest it, or when they they receive the content you create and they view it, they don't necessarily get the feeling or the intention that you were trying to put behind the content. So when you ask your followers or your community, yo, what kind of videos would you guys want to see from me? Would you guys want to see more, like tutorial videos on how I do this? Would you guys want to see what I shoot with? Asking them questions, it helps you come up with ideas of content to create that's gonna be big, and it's gonna have a very high the ROI is going to be very good. The investment that you're putting in, pretty much just asking your followers a couple questions, the return you're going to get on that is going to be something that might help you grow a couple thousand followers. You may never know, but listening to what the community wants is very key in growing. So anytime you're doing stuff or you're creating content, check in with your followers and ask them, yo, like, what do you guys want to see from me? Are you guys liking this kind of content I'm creating? And things I like to do when it comes to that, I like to use questions in the stories. Now, I'm sure you're aware of the questions tab. That's it's a swipe up feature in the story where you can use the question sticker, and you can ask your followers questions. Now, if you want to have like more of an intimate conversation, you can even use a DM sticker, and that way you can just go back and forth with them and get whatever data you need from them. Whether that's creating content, or maybe you're asking them about a product that you're creating, and they're telling you, yo, like, I like what you made, but I feel like, you know, this and this could have been a little bit better. And you can use that data to, you know, take that back to the drawing board, use that and improve whatever you may have. So asking your followers questions is very, very beneficial. Like key in this, like it really helps you a lot, and it literally saves you half the workload. Simply ask questions. And oh, another thing, pay attention to your insights on your posts. So whenever you make a post, I always like to check, you know, I check it a couple hours after I post it, and I usually check it the next day and see how many times this, you know, whatever it was you created, see how many times it was shared, and see how many times it was bookmarked. Now, if you haven't done this before, actually go through your photos and actually kind of just scroll through and look at the type of photos, look at the type of videos or content that you created before that really had a very high, you know, engagement, whether that was reshares, bookmarks, comments, whatever it is. Use that data to create that same type of content, you know, just different, but you know, it's pretty much the same form. Give that to your followers and watch what happens. 9 times out of 10, you're pretty much going to get those same type of numbers. Then this gives you an idea, like, okay, this is the type of photos you like. Like for me, I tried this out with my profile, and I was putting out full body pictures, or, you know, 3/4, and those photos were getting like the likes and comments were cool. But when I post more portrait type photos, my numbers are usually higher. So, you know, I understand that my community, you know, likes my portrait photos more so than, you know, like my full body photos, which is something I'm gradually trying to work them into, you know, kind of accepting of what I'm doing. But, you know, I'm still giving them what they want in the process of, you know, giving them what I want. So pay attention to the insights, and giving your this is another note I really liked about this. Giving your followers what they want can help explode the level of authority you have with them. So just by the fact of you know, asking questions, yo, what do you guys want to see from me? You're engaging with them even in the comment sections, like, you know, they're letting you know, even DMs, whatever you're talking to them through. You're getting this data and you're using this. Your following pays attention to you actually engaging with them, and you paying attention to questions and answers they gave you. You know, you paying attention to that, and you actually applying it and giving that back to them in the form of, you know, the content you create. They'll be a lot more likely to engage with you, and they'll be a lot more likely to share your content, because it's like, yo, like this person over here that's doing whatever, you know, A, B, and Z, like they really get me. Like, you know, they ask us questions, you know, we're able to give them feedback, and they're actually able to give us the type of content that we want to see, which, you know, helps, you know, my life. So then they're gonna feel a lot more likely to share your content with somebody. You know, talk about you when somebody's maybe going through an issue. Like, yo, I know this one account that I really follow, you know, they're really good. They really good at giving feedback. Go follow this person that can answer all your questions, or, you know, they can give you whatever it is you're looking for. Yeah, it just boosts, it gives people more of, makes people feel a lot better talking about you, and a lot better, and makes people feel a lot better about, you know, trusting you, because you're listening to them. And not many people on social media that are creating content are really listening to, you know, their following. So this is something to really help boost your account and really help, you know, grow that engaging community that you want. Because like I said, this is what brands are looking for. They're looking for accounts that have established a trust factor with their following. And if you don't have that, brands aren't necessarily going to want to work with you, or people in general. So this is what is very useful at growing your page, growing engagement, and, you know, boosting your authority, making you more of an authoritative figure in, you know, your niche and your field. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or any comments, maybe topics or something you guys want me to talk about, feel free to leave that below in the comment section below. I pay attention to that stuff. But until the next video, I will see you guys there.